Very good day, everyone. Today we will do the revision class for the marketing research. As I already taught you about the marketing research, the concept of marketing research, why we have to do the marketing research, the importance of marketing research, the characteristics of marketing research, the importance of marketing research and business research, the differences between marketing research and business research, the issues of marketing research, the ethical issues of marketing research, and the processes of how you are going to do the marketing research, how you are going to develop the assignment, how you are going to develop the research paper, how you are going to do the presentation. Everything I have completely elaborated and explained in our previous classes. Am I right? So today I'm not going to discuss what is coming in the exam or what you have to prepare, but what I am going to do today, I am going to summarize the entire whatever we have studied so far. Okay. As you remember that in the first class we have studies the research, what is important of research, the importance of research in the current era, the importance of research in the academia, the importance of research in the marketing. And I hope you still remember we have completed, learn and understand how to conduct the market research for the business purpose. Okay, you are doing the market research for the feasibility, you are doing marketing research to check the new trends, you are doing the marketing research to see the potential products, you are doing the market research to know the ideas, you are doing the market research for so many reasons. And we have already completed what is marketing research, the definition of marketing research. Okay, systematic inquiry, data collection, collecting the data, interpreting the data and analyzing the data. You have to collect the data, then you are analyzing the data, then you are interpreting the data from the target market, right? So we have already covered these things. Okay, then I told you about how to do the research paper, how you are going to develop the research paper. And I still remember we have already discussed and I explain you one by one what are the elements you have to include in the research paper. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so Lisa already long back requested me to repeat again what are the things I have to include in the research paper. So let me repeat it again. I am going to tell you for how for the thesis, what are the elements, what are the things you have to include in the research paper or project paper. Okay, first thing you are going to write the introduction. In the introduction you are going to write about the importance of your study, the purpose of your study, the aim of your study, the objective of your study. Okay, then you are going to highlight the lacuna of your study. What is lacuna? Research gap of your study you are going to highlight, and you are going to tell that this is the research gap, therefore you are going to conduct this study, meaning that you are
Sir,
going to write the
don't need
purpose.
the stop 2 pages. Sir.
Introduction you can write in the 2 pages, right, or 3 pages also if you want to write. Okay, so in the introduction you are going to write the purpose, you are going to write the lacuna, and you are going to write what has been already conducted in this research. Okay, after the introduction you are going to write the background of the study. In the background of the study you are going to write what has been already done in this particular topic, meaning that you are going to write extensive literature review. Okay, This section is very important. Okay, this section is very important. You have to write the importance of the study. You are going to write the purpose of the study. You are going to write what has been done on this particular topic and what has not been done on this particular topic. You are going to write. Okay, and the limitations of the study, the advantages of the study, everything you are going to write in the background of the study. And the background of the study you are going to write in 4 pages, 4 to 5 pages,
Mhm.
not more than that. Whenever you are
So
writing
it
the
means that the
background,
sampling will be included in that area, is it, sir?
come again.
The sampling, the
No, you
result of
don't
the
have
sampling.
you don't have to include anything. You are just writing extensive literature review, what has already done on the topic, what the problem statement, the research gap. Okay, but
Ah,
whatever you are writing, the research gap and the problem statement, you are not going to elaborate in detail. Just you are
that's a
going
sentence.
to discuss in 1 or 2 lines.
Okay. But it
Okay.
just seems as introduction, is it, sir?
Yeah, introduction. In the introduction, you are going to cover the entire thesis. In the background of the study, you are going to cover the first chapter only. Okay.
Ah, okay.
And please try to understand that whenever you are writing the background of the study, please try to cite the latest references. Okay, meaning that you are writing your thesis from 2019 to 2024 or 2023. Okay, these are the latest references you have to cite. The references, the citations are very important. If you are citing the old references, meaning that you are not contributing to a literature review, because whatever already done, you are going to do the same thing. So you are repeating, you are not contributing. Repeating is different thing, contributing is different thing. Okay. Okay, after the background of the study, you are going to do the problem statement. In the problem statement, first of all, you are going to talk about the major concern or issues about the topic. What are the issues? What are the concern areas you want to look into it? That thing you are going to highlight in the problem statement. In addition to the issues, you are going to highlight the research gaps. Research gap I have already discussed with you in our business research method class. Okay, research gap, what has not been covered until now, that thing you are going to highlight it in this particular research. Okay, example, you are doing the research on the impact of digital marketing on economic growth. Okay,
Mhm.
so if you are going to write this topic, meaning that you are going to say that I want to see the impact of digital marketing, with this digital marketing, economic is growing or not, or what is the effect of digital marketing on economic growth. When it comes to problem statement, you are telling that there is no study has been conducted on the digital marketing related to Lazada or related to Shopee or related to Amazon. Based on your choice, you can do the digital marketing and you can see the effect of digital marketing on economic growth. Okay, so how you are telling that there is a research gap, you don't know about the study, meaning that you have to see that there is already no study or little study has been done on this topic. Okay. Understand this?
Understood, sir.
After the problem statement, you are going to write the research objectives. In the research objectives, oh sorry, you are going to write the research questions. In the research questions, you are going to develop the research questions. How you are developing the research questions? Based on the problem statement, you are developing the research questions. What are the problems? You are going to see the effect or the impact of digital marketing on economic growth, or the impact of innovation on the customer satisfaction, or the impact of social media on the students' performance. Okay, whatever the research topic you have chosen, you may decide the research topic. With that research topic, you are going to develop the problem statement. Through the problem statement, or based on the problem statement, you are going to develop the research questions. Whenever you
Sir,
are yes,
the question, right? You are
yes.
based on the qualitative or both quantitative as well, sir?
No, again, I am telling you, whenever you are doing any research, okay, whenever you are doing any research, based on the problem statement, you may decide that this research is based on qualitative or this research is based on quantitative. I cannot tell, or we cannot tell without the problem statement. We have to
So
understand the
means that
problem statement.
means that we do not need to combine both qualitative and quantitative.
we can
We
we
just
can
need to choose
we can
either one.
we can combine both the research methods. When we are combining the both the methods, we are telling mixed method approach. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, once you are developing the research questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you are developing the research question, I already told to my students, I always tell to my students, you have to understand that whenever you are writing the research question should be very simple, not in a paragraph. Just you are writing one line for one questions, two line for two questions, three line for three questions.
Okay, sir. This question is not the one that we give for the sample, is it? Not the
No, no,
survey
no,
question.
no,
Oh,
no, no.
okay.
This is not the survey question. Survey questions you are preparing based on these questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Survey questions you are developing based on this. Okay.
Okay.
After whenever you are developing the question should be very clear. In
Mhm.
the questions, please do not add and. The
And
question, yeah, the question should be one line. What is the impact of
oh,
digital marketing on economic
God.
growth?
Mm-hmm.
Please do not write like this question. What is the impact of digital marketing and
Okay, understood.
and and okay. So
All
because
right,
if you
sir.
are adding too many ands, the reader will be confused and you will not understand the objective of the research question.
True.
The question should be very clear. Okay, the question should be understandable, the question should be achievable. What, why you are putting the question? Because you should get the answer, right? You are not
Yes.
putting for the sake of sake putting, right? You want to know the answer, that's why you are putting the question. Am I
Correct.
right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And after the, for the bachelor's visa, you don't have to put more than three questions. Three
Uh,
research questions will be quite sufficient. Some of the students, they don't understand the importance of research questions. They put four or five research questions. Four or five research questions is not for the level of bachelor degree. The level of the bachelor, the level for the bachelor degree is three questions quite sufficiently enough.
mm-hmm. Understood.
Okay.
Mm.
After the research questions, you are developing the research objectives. Please see the sequence. This sequence is also very important in chapter 1. You are
Yes.
writing the background of the study, then you are
Uh,
writing the problem statement, then you are writing the research questions. After the research questions, you are writing the
mhm.
research
Object.
objectives. Whenever you are writing the research objectives, the objective should be started with action verbs.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
How you are going to start? To examine the impact of digital marketing on economic growth, to determine
Mhm.
the impact of digital marketing on economic growth, to study the impact of digital marketing on the economic growth. So you have to start your objective with the action verb. And please try to understand how many research questions you have. You should have the same objectives. Then you have to paraphrase it. I will give you an example. What was the research question? What is the impact of digital marketing on economic growth, right? How we are going to paraphrase this objective? To examine the impact of digital marketing on economic growth in Malaysia.
Mm.
Okay. Do you understand what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, whenever you are developing the objectives, always try to understand that you have to follow the SMART formula. SMART, SMART formula. S for
Mhm.
specific. The objective should be specific. The objective should be measurable. The objective should be attainable or
Brilliant.
achievable. The objective should be relevant. The objective should be on time. You have to follow this SMART formula to achieve the research objectives and to develop the research objectives. Okay. Do you understand,
Yes, sir.
right? S M A
Yes.
R
Yes, sir.
T. S
Yeah.
specific, M measurable, A
Measurable.
attainable, achievable, R relevant, T on time.
And on.
So these things are very important to develop the research objectives. If you are having a good objectives, but the objectives are not achieving on time, right? The objectives are good, but the objectives are not specific. The objectives are good, but objectives are not relevant.
And
The objectives are good, but the objectives are not measurable.
so
So these things you need to consider while developing the research objectives. Okay. Now, what I told you, you are going to write introduction. 1.1 background of the study, 1.2 problem statement, 1.3 research questions, 1.4 research objectives, 1.5 the significance of the study. In the significance of the study, Diza, you are not going to write the importance of this research. The importance of this research you have already written and discussed in earlier part of the background of the study. Here you are not going to write, here you are not going to discuss in detail in the significance of the study. In the significance of the study, you are going to write this study will be benefiting to whom. Example, from your study, example, your topic is the impact of digital marketing on economic growth. This study will be benefiting to the e-commerce, right? This study will be benefiting to some of the social media, right? This study will be benefiting to the those who are shopping online, right? This study will be benefiting to the researchers, those who want to do research on this, right? This study will be benefiting to the Lazada. This study will be benefiting to the Amazon. This study will be benefiting to the Shopee. Am I right? So this study will be benefiting to the online platform system who are providing the digital marketing services to the consumers. This study will be benefiting to the government because you are going to see the country's economic. So these things you are going to write in the significance of the study. You are not going to write the importance of the study in this section. You are going to highlight the benefits whom are going to receive, or this study will be benefiting to whom. Okay, do you understand? Do you have still doubt?
I understand, sir, but this area will be not too long, right? It's just short.
This area is
Short.
not too long, just only 2 pages or 1.5 pages. Okay, understand?
Understood, sir.
After the scope of the study 1.6, after the significance of the study, you are going to write 1.6, that is the scope of the study. In the scope of the study, you are going to write what is your scope. Your scope, geographically scope. What is your geographically scope? Malaysia. In the Malaysia, you are going to see Selangor. In the Selangor, you are going to see digital marketing. In the digital marketing, you are going to see Lazada. In the who are the customers? Those who are using Lazada. Okay. How you are going to reach? Through convenience sampling or through purposive sampling or through snowball sampling. How many respondents? 384 respondents. How you are going to analyze the study? Through the SPSS. What are the sample size? 385 or 384. Everything you are going to mention in the scope of the study. And again, I am telling the scope of the study not more than 1 page.
Not more than 1 page, but a lot
Yes,
to explain, sir, in that area.
you are going to just write wordings. You are not going to explain it. You are telling that this the objective of this study to examine the impact of digital marketing on the economic growth in Malaysia, a case study of Lazada, right? Therefore, this study is going to understand the Lazada digital marketing in Malaysia, Selangor. So you have already highlighted in 2 slides your scope, right? This
Yes.
is this study is going to understand Lazada digital marketing. Okay, who are the customers or consumers? Those who are having Lazada subscription or those who are using Lazada platform, right? So these things you
Yes,
are
sir.
going to write. You are not going to explain about the snowball sampling, you're not going to explain about the quantitative method, you're not going to explain about the qualitative method, you're not going to explain your Malaysia geographically, anything you're not going to explain in detail, but you are
Yes,
going to
okay.
discuss the scope of the study only. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
After the scope of the study 1.7, you are going to discuss definition of key terms. Definition of key terms meaning that if you are taking the title, the digital marketing, so that you
Mhm.
have to explain the digital marketing, what is digital marketing in your thesis, what is economic growth in your thesis, what is social media in your thesis, what is marketing in your thesis, what is SWOT analysis in your thesis, what is paste analysis in your thesis. These things I have given the example only. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Understand or not?
Understood, sir.
Okay, fine. After the definition of key terms, you are going to write the structure of thesis. Okay, the structure of thesis you are going to write in a half a page. Okay. So in the chapter 1, you are going to write introduction, background of the study, problem statement, research questions, research objectives, significance of the study, the scope of the study, key definition of terms, structure of the thesis. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now after chapter 2, you are going to write after chapter 1, you are going to write chapter 2. Chapter
Yes.
2 is literature review. What is chapter 2? Chapter 2 is literature review. In the chapter 2, the first 2.1 section, that is called introduction section. In the introduction, you are going to introduce what you are going to write in this chapter, not in the thesis. You are going to write what you are going to write in chapter 2. Okay,
Mhm. So
understand?
the introduction only for chapter 2.
Introduction is only for the chapter 2.
Then
2.1 introduction is for chapter 2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The first section, the second section explains the variables. The third section explains the this like that. Okay. For this example, you can see any thesis, because every thesis they have to write the introduction for chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Basically, you are going to write what you have to include, or what are you including in the chapter 2. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
2.2. 2.2, you are writing variables. Okay, what are the variables? You are going to write example, digital marketing. Digital marketing is your independent variable. So you
Mm.
are going to write about the digital marketing definition. You are going to write the digital marketing characteristics. You are going to write the elements of digital marketing. You are going to write the importance of digital marketing. You are going to write the limitations of digital marketing, and you are going to write the dimensions of digital marketing, if there is any dimension of the digital marketing. So these things you are going to write for the digital marketing, that is your independent variable. Okay.
Okay.
After this independent variable, you have to write about the dependent variable. What is your dependent variable? Economic growth is your dependent variable. Okay. So economic growth, same as it is how you have written for the digital marketing definition, characteristics, elements, the importance, the limitations. Okay, these things you are going to write for your independent variable and for your dependent variable. If you are having a mediating variable, then you have to write about the mediating variable as well. If you are having the moderating variable, you are going to write for the moderating variable as well. Okay,
Yes.
any questions so far?
No, sir. Understood.
Okay, after the in variables, you are going to write the theoretical framework. What theory you are going to adopt for your thesis? Okay, how you are going to adopt the theory? You have to see the variables. Based on the variables, you have to decide the theory. You cannot choose any theory. You have to look into the variables. Based on the variables, you have to decide the theory. Okay.
Um,
Okay. Theoretical framework. In the theoretical framework, you are writing about the theory. Okay. After the theoretical framework, you are going to write the empirical literature review. For the empirical literature review, Disa, whatever authors have already written on this topic, okay,
mhm,
they might be written from in China, or they have written from USA, UK, Canada, or they have written in Malaysia also, but not from the broader perspective. So whatever, whoever already written on this topic, you have to summarize the article, you have to critically analyze the article. So you are going to summarize the articles on this particular topic, or whatever you are choosing on that topic. So you are going to summarize the articles and critically analyzing the articles. Okay.
it depends how many articles that I've read. Is it, sir?
Yes. So firstly, before doing the empirical literature review, you have to find a lot of articles. I'm not asking you to summarize the books, okay? I'm
Mhm,
asking you to summarize the articles, journal articles, okay? So you have to read a lot, okay? Then only you will be able to download the articles, then only you will be able to summarize the articles. Sometimes you will get articles in Scopus, sometimes you
mhm,
will get articles in Emerald, sometimes you will get articles in Springer, sometimes you will get articles in EBSCOhost, sometimes you will get articles in POCOS, sometimes you will get article in Google Scholar, sometimes you will get articles in ResearchGate, sometimes you will get articles in any other databases. You have to find out from different ways, then only you will be achieving a maximum number of articles. You should not rely on ResearchGate only. You should not rely only on Google Scholar. If you have any problem, you come to the university, you go and meet
mhm,
the chairperson, and they will give you the Procust student ID and everything, okay, so that you can download the articles related to your field. Before
mhm.
doing the empirical literature visa, you have to download a lot of articles. Otherwise, it's very difficult to do the literature review. Okay.
Yes.
After the empirical literature review, you are going to write the research gap. Okay. In the research gap, you are going to highlight what has been studied until now on this particular topic and what has not been done. Therefore, you are conducting this study. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After the research gap, you are going to write the conceptual framework. Conceptual
Mm.
framework is just you are going to write your IV, you are going to write your DV, you are going to write if you have MV, that is called mediating or moderating variable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mediating variables like a bridge work. Okay. They work as a bridge. Okay. So if you are having independent, if you are having dependent, you should explain in the conceptual framework. After the conceptual framework, you are going to develop the hypothesis. Development of hypothesis. In hypothesis, how many hypotheses you have? You have to look into the conceptual framework. Based on the conceptual framework, you are developing the research hypothesis or development of the hypothesis. Okay.
Yes.
After the development of hypothesis, you are going to write the summary of the chapter. Okay, this is called second chapter.
Oh, the summary is just for the second chapter.
Yes, what you have completed in the chapter 2. You are going to write 5 chapters in the research paper.
Mm-hmm.
The first chapter called Introduction, the
Yeah.
second chapter called Literature Review, the third chapter called Research Methodology, the fourth chapter called Findings and Discussions, the fifth chapter called Conclusion, Recommendation, and Area for Further Research and Limitations of the Study. Okay, these are the 5 chapters. Okay, now we will discuss about chapter 3. Okay,
So,
okay, give me 1 2 minutes. We will discuss chapter 3. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay, Diza, so we
Yes,
have
sir.
understood how to develop the chapter 1 and the chapter 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we will go to the chapter 3. In chapter 3, again you are going to write about the research methodology. Okay. In the research methodology, the first you are going to start 3.1, that is called introduction. You are writing the introduction for this chapter. Okay. 3
Sir,
point,
means that every chapter that we need to do the introduction.
yes.
Okay.
3.2, you are writing about the research design, which research design you have adopted for the study. After the research design, you are going to write about the research method. You have adopted qualitative method, quantitative method, or mixed method. Which method you have adopted for your study? You are going to highlight and discuss in the research method. Okay. After the research method, you are going to write the research population. Example, you are going to conduct the research on the digital marketing, Lazada digital marketing. Okay, so you are going to see the who are working in Lazada. So that is your research population. I don't know how many persons are working in Lazada digital marketing or in Lazada. So
Mm.
based on that population, you are going to decide the sample size. After the research population, you are going to write about the resample size. Okay. After the sample size, you are going to write the sampling technique. What sampling technique you are going to adopt your study? You are going to adopt the probability sampling, or you are going to adopt the non probability sampling. Under the probability sampling, you are going to adopt random sampling. You are going to adopt stratified random sampling, or you're going to adopt cluster sampling. What sampling technique method you are going to adopt, you have to write in this sampling technique. Or you are going to adopt non-random sampling technique. You are going to adopt purposive or convenience, judgmental, snowball. Whatever the sampling technique you are going to do, you have to highlight or you have to write about that sampling technique. After the sampling technique, you are going to write the measurement of the scale, meaning the development of the questionnaire, how you are developing the questionnaire. Okay, because the questionnaire you have to develop based on the digital marketing economic growth. Okay, after the questionnaire development, you are going to write about the statistical tools, what tools you are going to use employed in the research, meaning that you are going to do SPSS, you are going to adopt smart PLS, whatever the digital tools and statistical analysis you are going to adopt, you have to write that thing. Okay, after that, in chapter 3, you may include reliability test, you may include validity test, you may include some of the pilot test findings in the third chapter. So these three chapters you are going to write before the chapter 4. Chapter 1 introduction, chapter 2 literature review, chapter 3 research methodology. Okay,
Okay, sir.
just give me 1 minute. Hello, anyone here? Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm here. So, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Tisa. Just one
Okay.
minute, huh?
All right, sir. All right, sir.
So, Lisa, so I was discussing about the chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So, after chapter 3, you are going to write the chapter 4 that is called findings, okay?
Yes. Chapter
In the
4 is a last
finding,
chapter, right, sir?
chapter 4 is the,
Oh, no, no. There is 5 chapters, right? I thought it said
there are
chapter 4
five
is
chapters.
the last one.
There are five chapters. Now we are in chapter 4. Chapter 4, you are going to write the findings, okay? How you are going
Okay.
to start? You are going to start with the descriptive. Again, you have to introduction. 4.1 is the introduction, okay?
Okay.
Okay, 4.2, you are going to explain the descriptive analysis, okay?
Okay, sir.
In the descriptive analysis, you are going to explain mean, medium, you are going to explain the reliability test, you are going to explain the correlation, you are going to explain all the descriptive values, okay?
Okay, sir.
And after that, you may be able to discuss factor analysis, you may be able to discuss regression analysis, whatever it is related, you may discuss, okay? Hello.
Hello, sir. It's lagging.
Yeah, after chapter 4, after chapter 4, you are going to write chapter 5. In the chapter 5, you are going to write 5.1 introduction,
Mm.
5.2 discussion on findings, 5.3 you are going to write the contribution, 5.4 you are going to write implications, practical implications, theoretical implications, then you are going to write limitations, then you are going to write recommendations for the further research. This is all in chapter 5. Okay.
Understood, sir. Yes.
So after chapter 5, you are going to write bibliography, references. After the references, you are going to write the appendix. Always I tell to my students, please follow APA style when it comes to references and when it comes to citations. You have to always follow bibliography, references, and citations for APA style. Okay. You are going to cite according to the APA style. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So initially, in before the chapter 1, you are going to write a table of content. You are going to write abstract. You are going to write acknowledgement. Acknowledgement should not be more than 1 page. Abstract should not more than 250 words. You are going to write whatever the abbreviations you have used in the thesis. You have to write abbreviations. You have to write the figure page, whatever the figures you have used in the chap thesis, and you have to write 1 page for the tables, whatever the tables you have write for the thesis. This is called proper thesis or research project paper. Okay. In the acknowledgement, you are going to acknowledge your supervisor, you are going to acknowledgement who for the or all the things. Okay. Okay. Do you have any question, Lisa, in this?
Yes, sir. I just want to know the supervisor will be assigned by whom, sir?
supervisor assigned by the coordinator and the dean, okay? They will assign the supervisor for you.
Then the length of the thesis will be how many pages
Length of
actually?
the thesis, if you are writing 80 pages, that should be enough. 80 to 90 pages should be enough, okay?
Not more than that, sir.
You can write 100 pages also.
Understood, sir.
Okay. Now these things are very important when it comes to do the project paper, okay? And I remember in our last class, you were asking about the importance of marketing research. In marketing research, do we have to use the qualitative or the quantitative, right?
Quantitative.
In the last
Correct.
class, you asked this question, okay? So I must answer this whenever you are doing the marketing research. Marketing research is based on the qualitative data, qualitative method. Most of the marketing research based on the qualitative method, not on the quantitative method. In the qualitative method, you can do the interview, you can do the observation, you can do whatever related to the qualitative research method types, okay?
Mhm.
Marketing research is all about observation. Marketing research is all about opinions. Marketing research is all about exploratory because you want to know about the feasibility, you want to know about the recent trends, you want to know what is happening in the contemporary era. So how you are going to know? You have to do the interview, you are going to ask the personal questions, you are going to
True.
meet one and one, you're going to meet the focus group. So it depends on that one, okay? And I must tell you, whenever you are going to conduct the interview, there are three types of interview we have already studied: semi-structure, structure, and unstructure. Whenever you are collecting the data, there are two types of data collection method: primary data collection method and secondary data collection method. So primary data collection method, you are going to use the first hand information, and the secondary data collection method, you are going to use the second hand data which already published or already existing data. You can find the secondary data in annual reports. You can find the secondary data published articles. You can find the secondary data papers. You can find the
Journal.
data secondary data in the books. Whatever already published material, you can find the secondary data. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And whenever we are talking about the sampling, right, there are two types of sampling, I all told you, right? Probability sampling and
Non-profit.
non-probability sampling. Whenever we are doing the interview, mostly we are doing the non-probability sampling. Non-probability sampling is all about interview, is all about convenience sampling, is all about is all about purposive sampling, is all about judgmental sampling, non-probability sampling, convenience sampling, judgmental sampling, purposive sampling, and snowball sampling, right? These are the methods comes under the non-probability sampling. And whenever you are doing the interview, you are going to do the judgmental, quota sampling, expert sampling, right? Because you are going to understand the experts, you are going to take the interview from the experts, right? And whenever you are going to do the probability sampling random sampling, right? And cluster sampling, stratified random sampling. So most of the people, when they are going to do the marketing research, they prefer non-probability sampling because they want to get the opinions of experts. They want to know the opinions of experts. That's why they are going to do that sampling. Okay. Okay. Other than these, what you want to know? Do you have any questions? Please let me know.
Mm. Sir, how should I write the assignment, sir? Can you please elaborate, sir? The thing that needs
Assignment,
to
these for the assignment, first you have to know, I have already given the title, right? What you
uh,
have to do the assignment, right? So whenever you are doing the assignment, I have just, I still remember I asked you to do some interview, right? Like
yeah.
marketing strategies for Lincoln University College, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for this assignment, first you have to know who are the respondents. So for your case, your respondents are local marketing and international marketing. When comes to what are their marketing strategies, right? So how
Mm-hmm.
you are going to start the assignment? You are going to start the assignment. First, you are going to write the introduction. After the introduction, you are going to write the literature review. Okay. After the literature review, you are going to write the methodology. You are not going to write a lot. You have to write a little bit, little bit, little bit. Okay.
So the interview will be one-to-one or how, sir?
Yeah, one-to-one interview. You have to do one-to-one interview. How many interview you are going to do? At least you have to do 8 to 10 interviews from our local and international marketing team. Okay. I don't think so. It's very difficult for you. You can do it, Disa.
I guess I will try, sir.
Okay. And you are going to analyze the interview and then you are going to do the conclusion. Okay. Okay. Any other question, Lisa?
No, sir. Understood.
Don't have any other question?
Sir, one more thing, sir.
Yes.
Which method is more useful for marketing
As
research
I
for
told you
thesis?
just now, right? Whenever you are doing the marketing research, qualitative research method is very useful. That's why I have given the assignment to you as well based on the qualitative data. In the qualitative research, you are going to understand the opinion, you are going to understand the insights thing in depth and in detail.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Any other question, Lisa?
No, sir.
All clear?
Yes, all clear.
Okay.